I still check my daughter's breathing every night, even though she's 17 now. My wife thinks I'm paranoid. She doesn't know what I saw in that window. January 2019. Our rental house outside Duluth, Minnesota. 4 acres of isolated woods. Emma was 12 and had been acting strange since Christmas, staring out windows, not talking much. January 9th, 11 p.m., I heard Emma's footsteps in the hallway, found her standing at the sliding glass door, face pressed to the glass. "Emma, what are you doing?" She didn't turn around. "He wants me to come outside. The man in the trees. He's been waving at me." I looked into the darkness. Our motion light showed only snow-covered yard and black pine trees. Nobody there. She finally looked at me. Her eyes were wrong, too wide, too focused. I wasn't dreaming. He's there every night. He waves and smiles and waits. Sarah and I agreed Emma was probably sleepwalking. I should have listened to my instincts. January 14th, I installed a motion-activated camera aimed at the tree line. That night at 2:47 a.m., the motion light clicked on. A figure stood just inside the tree line, too tall to be a deer, human-shaped, wearing dark clothes, and it was waving, slow, deliberate waves. I called 911. Deputy Kowalski searched but found nothing definitive. "Could be some kid from town messing around," he said. I started locking Emma's bedroom window from the outside. January 18th, 3 a.m. Sarah woke me. "Emma's gone!" We found her in the kitchen, staring out the window in a trance. When she came to, she said, "He was closer this time. He was right outside." The next morning, I found 2 depressions in the snow outside that window. Someone had been standing there for a long time. I measured the distance, 7 feet tall. I called the landlord about the previous tenants. "They had a daughter," he said. "Broke the lease in the middle of winter. The kid wasn't sleeping, kept talking about seeing things." That night, I sat in Emma's room, watching her window. At 2:15 a.m., she sat up, eyes open but not awake. She turned toward the window and smiled. It wasn't her smile. Too wide, too empty. "He's here," she said in a voice that wasn't hers. "He's come to the window." I forced myself to look. For just a second, I saw it. A pale shape pressed against the glass. Too tall, too thin. The face was watching Emma with an expression I can't describe. Not quite human, not quite anything. I lunged for the lamp. When the light came on, nothing, just darkness and snow. Emma didn't remember. She never remembered. "We should leave," I told Sarah the next day. She thought I was having a breakdown. We compromised. Therapy for Emma, doctor for me. But I secretly started packing. January 23rd, 3 a.m. Emma's door was open. The sliding glass door was open. The alarm hadn't gone off. I ran outside. Emma stood barefoot in the snow 30 feet from the house, perfectly still. "Emma!" She didn't move. She was staring at the trees, and something was staring back. Impossibly tall, its head level with branches 8 feet up, thin, wearing something dark. The worst part was how still it was, like a photograph. Then Emma raised her hand and waved. The thing waved back. "Emma, run!" I grabbed her arm. She fought me, stronger than any 12-year-old should be. "Let me go! He wants me! He's been waiting!" I picked her up and ran. Behind us, something moved through the trees. Not footsteps, just movement, fast. Emma was sobbing, scratching at my arms. He's lonely. He just wants someone to keep him company. He promised." We left that night, never went back, paid thousands to break the lease. Emma didn't remember any of it. The psychologist said severe dissociative state. Last week, I got a Facebook message from a woman I didn't know. "You used to rent the house on Timber Road, right? Did your daughter ever see someone in the trees?" I replied immediately, "Get out of that house." She wrote back, "We can't afford to break the lease. My daughter says he's nice. He just waves." I begged her to leave. She hasn't responded. That was 4 days ago. Last night, Emma woke me at 3 a.m. She's 17 now. Different state, different life. "Dad, I just remembered something. The man in the trees, right before you grabbed me, he leaned down and whispered his name."
My blood went cold. "What did he say?" She looked at me with those same 2 wide eyes from 7 years ago. "He said, 'I always find the lonely ones, and I'm very patient.'" She hasn't been lonely in years. She has friends, a boyfriend, a life. But last night I checked her window before bed, and in the frost on the glass, someone had drawn a smiley face from the outside. This morning, I couldn't find Emma in her room. Sarah said she left early for school, but Emma never leaves early. I called her phone. No answer. I drove to her school. She wasn't there. Her friends hadn't seen her. I'm back home now. Her bedroom window is open. The screen is on the ground outside. There are footprints in the snow, small ones leading away from the house, and 2 larger ones, much larger. They disappear into the woods. Sarah is calling the police, but I know they won't find anything. Because 7 years ago, I didn't save Emma. I only delayed him. He was patient. He waited. And last night, when she remembered his name, when she spoke it out loud, I think that's what he was waiting for all along. If you ever see someone waving from the trees, don't wave back. Don't acknowledge them. And whatever you do, don't let them know you're lonely. Because they're always watching, always waiting, and they never, ever forget.